So the next block of instruction I was getting ready to talk about was sexual harassment. That's going to be very important out there, especially nowadays. 'Cause you might say wrong thing to a person, you might think it's okay, but just stay in your realm. So sexual harassment is any unwelcome advance, request for sexual favors, and any other verbal or physical conduct of a sexual nature, okay? When submission to or rejection of this, you have to comply. You know, you get a guy out there, he might say, hey, you want to go out? If the girl says no, that's it at that point. Don't go back to her. Well, why not? Why can't we go out? Am I not that good? Okay, so that becomes harassment at that point. And then they can report you to your supervisor, to your company, which has to do something about it by law. Okay, the title for that is a Civil Rights Act. It goes under the Civil Rights Act of 1964, Title 7. Okay, so it's the federal law. And your company can be sued if they don't do anything about it, and of course, you can be held liable for that. So remember that, okay? No unwanted comments, male or female, vice versa. No smart aleck comments like, well, not smart aleck, but saying, well, you sure look good today. That can be taken.
Thank you.
That can be taken the wrong way, okay? And you just don't want that ball to start going if they do have to do a report on you.
In the workplace today, the rules are very sketchy. So you've got to be very careful about any of your dealings with anybody anymore. I mean, it's just, you can't, you have to be careful where your eyes are. You got to be careful about everything now. It has just gotten real touchy on, we've got a crazy society now. In my opinion, anyway.
No more comments. I'll give you an example. We had a deputy, and this actually went to OPS, which is our internal affairs. He was doing a traffic job, and he didn't use a whistle because he whistled so loud. Women coming across the street, he whistled. She went down to OPS and reported that he was whistling at her. And they had to do a whole investigation. He was like, and everybody knew he could whistle loud, that he always did that. So luckily he didn't get in trouble. But it's just the idea, she went down there and filed that. Got me saying he was whistling at her. So any minute thing can turn into sexual harassment if it's in that realm of giving a compliment or just saying a comment, how they dressed that day or anything like that. So just be aware of that, okay? Next block of instruction is first aid. It's not our job to render first aid, but it's your job to know where the EMT is on that set. Every movie set has an EMT. Everybody knows what that is. Emergency medical technician. Some of them may have nurses there. So you want to know where their tent is and how to be able to get in contact with them. So I advise every security guard, if their manager doesn't give them the number to that EMT, to have it somewhere. So in case something happens, if you're at base camp to a person, you won't have to be running around. You can just call them when you need them, okay? And for yourself, they have a variety of things for headaches, sunscreen. Just say that day you didn't bring your preparation for duty bag, and it's hot out there, and you're in the middle, and you need sunscreen. And it doesn't matter what color you are. That sun in Georgia, you're gonna need some sunscreen. You can call the EMT. They usually have that. They have a whole bag of goodies. Upset stomach, they have it all. Okay, and that'll be the go-to person for any medical needs. Person fall out on the set, of course EMT is going to get there. Then your next protocol will be you calling 911. Okay, just don't stand there looking. Do what you need to do, because it's better to call 911 if somebody passes out than not to. Because they say, well, why didn't security call? And it took another 20 minutes for emergency response to get there. Because the EMT is gonna be working on that person usually. And they'll usually turn around and say, hey, call Grady or whoever, call 911. Well, you should always have it in your protocol to do that, especially if you see somebody who's falling out. Go ahead and implement that system so they can get there quickly. And remember, know your location, right? That's why I said when you get there, know your location. So when you had to call 911, they'll know where you are. So you don't have to be running around for that, okay?
You got to figure Travolta and the different big actors, Rebecca De Mornay, all of them have their little idiosyncrasies and have their expectations, and some of them are real friendly and want to be your friend and just are going to be sociable as they come through, and others are, if you look at them, they're going to go to somebody and complain. So you just got to understand that they're in a whole nother world, and you just have to treat it that way and just do your job and stay in your realm. And it's a hard thing to sometimes stay in our realm, because do we really have one? What am I there for? And one thing that JT brought up that would play mind no matter what position you take with the show, whether you're a PA or whatever, if you're working a set, is the duty bag. What are you going to need during the day? What are you going to need today when you're here? What are you going to need when you're on a set, when you don't know how the weather's going to be, how anything's going to be? What are you going to need in your backpack? What are you going to need in your ditty bag, or whatever you want to call it? But you should have a bag with flashlight, snacks, poncho, sunscreen, aspirin, whatever you may need, what you think you could possibly need. What did you need during the week last week? Have it with you and keep it with you. Whether you're a production assistant, whether you're a security guard, whether you're an assistant locations person, whatever. Or even if you're just, no matter what job you're going to, there's certain things that each person needs on a job, or something that you need each day of the week. At some point in your week, you should have that in a bag somewhere, because if you're out there for 10 to 12 hours, you're not going to get a chance to go to the convenience store. So it's something to think about and try to think ahead. And again, life is all about thinking over the horizon, not thinking. Well, a lot of people walk around in life looking at their feet. What you want to learn to do, particularly in this kind of business, is to be able to look at the horizon and know that you're going there to the horizon. The question to everybody is where are you going to be 5 years from now? Where are you going to be from a year from now? What do you want out of your life? What do you want out of this job? And how do you can only take 1 foot at a time, 1 foot in front of the other at a time. But you got to know where you're going.
You are going to have to be a good decision maker. Am I going to do it this way or do it that way? And I can't tell you what they might ask you to do dealing with security, but they'll, hey, da-da-da, and then walk away. And an example of that might be locations person will come up and say, you in crew parking today, make sure that they park in an orderly manner. It might be a big field, no lines in it. You got to figure out in your head, okay, am I going to park them this way? I'm going to park them that way. Because if not, guess what? The crew people, they just want to park and get out. So you're going to have to keep order. So you're going to have to make the decision, okay, we're going to park them straight ahead like this. I'm going to do 10 rows across, and then the next row, 10 rows across, and you're going to have to keep to that when they come in. Because they'll come in with trucks, hey, I got to be over to the set in 5 minutes. Don't make their emergency your emergency, because they screwed up your parking lot. Just be real calm with them and say, I understand, but we got to do it in order because we have other crew members that need to park. Because if they blocked up something and you can't get nobody out of there, guess who's going to be? They're going to be looking at you. And that crew person will say, well, that security guard let me park there, and they will do it. And then what can you say? Because once they get on that set, you won't find them.
And remember, today's world is nobody's going to take responsibility. They're going to blame it on somebody.
Yeah.
And guess who the easiest one to blame it on is? Because nobody's going to take responsibility.
Nope. So your job
It's
is...
always somebody else's fault. I never do. That's the problem that I've had for the last 50 years. I've never done anything wrong. Somebody always did it.
So remember, your job is very important out there, because that parking is going to be a big concern. So make sure you have a plan in your head how you're going to do it. And they're just going to tell you, hey, you're over parking today. Okay? Hey, you're over VIP today. Scope it out, come up with a plan in your head how you're going to do that VIP area. And the more you do these films, the better knowledge management skills you're going to have in your reservoir. Okay? Just like between me and him, it has no, and I'm not saying this to be bragging and boasting, it's nothing we can't figure out together. Yeah. But anyway, so don't let that get in the way either. People talk about, oh, I can't make it. No. You can do it. If you can think and speak, you can do anything you want to in the United States. Don't let anybody block you. And I'm glad you already have showed us that here, right? Or you wouldn't be here. So we're here to help you guys be the best person you can in security protocol. We did over the first aid. We went over the sexual harassment. Now this is a good one. Disruptive behavior. What are you going to do with that guy, Joe?
Get him off the set.
Yeah, get Joe walking, one of the drunks in the neighborhood. Hey, now the film is going on. He is, hey, can I be in the movie? Uh-oh. Guess who they turning to look to? Security. What are you going to do? And then you looking around, oh, I'm it. I got to go deal with this. So you better have some communication skills at this point. Hey, sir, let me talk to you over here. Try to, sir and ma'am. Let me talk to you.
I want to talk to you.
Yeah. And everybody say that. I don't want to talk to you. Well, sir, you're going to have to, because if not, they might call the police. I'm your friend right now. But we don't have to call the police.
You're my friend?
Yes, sir. Because you don't want to go to Fulton County Jail. That's what I used to tell my guards to tell them that. And usually, once you talk to them, get them off the set, away. Say, hey, let me talk to you over here. What's going on with you, sir? Are you hungry? What's going on? Be that friend to them at that point, because what you're trying to do is keep them away from there to make your job easier. You got me? Over there, you can talk to them. They can talk to you for 30 minutes. By then, one of your supervisors or somebody is there, and usually it's a police officer on the set. It's always a couple of police officers on the set. You can have your other security officers, hey, call the police officer. Or, make sure you know those officers out there, because they're going to be your best friends. On every movie set, you have at least 2 officers for lane closures. Because in the city, when they do films, they might do shut down the whole street, and you have to have an officer there, which is what Mike Smith was over for years and still is. Okay? So make sure when you get to that set, you know where that officer is too. And get his cell number, and they're all going to be friendly towards you because we all work together. And by then, he'll be able to come over and assist you. Get that person away from the set, Of course, don't put your hands on them, anything like that. But do what you can. And then, say that person doesn't move. I'm not going nowhere. By then, somebody has called the police officer, and he's going to take care of it, since you tried to do what you need to do. So don't feel like, oh my God, the world's closing in. No, help is on the way. Okay, help will be there. Yes, sir.
Can you speak to something involving, like, what if you see something happen?
Okay.
What would be the next step? Like, if you see something that's not supposed to happen, what would be that protocol?
So, now, are you talking about on the set or off the set?
I guess both.
Yeah, okay. And the reason I ask that, because remember, you're going to be in a neighborhood. Nothing's going to be in a studio. If you're in a studio, you got it made. But most of it is out in the streets. So you might be there doing your thing over here, it's safe over here, but if a lady get mugged over there, you still a security officer. Call 911, get a good description. Eyes, ears, look. And you might even yell out, "Hey, sir, I'm looking." You got me? At least that person knows that, oh man, I'm mugging this lady over here, but security over there. So you might want to do something like that. You don't have to go over there and run to it because they might have a weapon, but you can yell out, and you can also call 911, give them a good description, and once again, know where you are so you can tell them. That's why that's important. That's a good question.